Hello, this is Sadia from Mission, beautiful British Columbia. Good to have you guys with me. Today I'm going to show you guys different ways of preserving tomatoes, and hopefully you guys enjoy this video. It's not showing you guys how to make it, I just want to show you guys what you can do with the tomatoes that you have on hand. Either you're going to buy it from outside cheap, or you have your own garden, or you're buying it from a farms and you're wondering what to do with all of this. So I'm going to show you guys different ways that you can preserve tomato, and you don't need to buy it from outside for the whole entire year. And it depends, of course, on the amount of your family and amount of your cooking. I cook a lot and I love tomatoes. Most of my dishes are with tomato, so that's why I love to preserve tomatoes in a different way. Okay, let's just start. This is my cabinet that I have. It's in this section of my cabinet I have all the tomatoes that I preserve, and I will show you guys one by one. So one of the way that you can keep your tomatoes, of course, is the canning. When you can your tomatoes, they're gonna stay for you with you for as long as they are sealed properly. And as you can see, I have the lids and I'm lifting it, and see it's tight because they already tight enough and they are not going to be open. If you lift it like this and the lid is gonna come out, so that means they are not preserved. You better put them in the fridge or use it as soon as possible after a week. They're gonna stay for a week at least in your fridge, otherwise you have to throw them out. But if you want to preserve them for a long time, you make sure they're all sealed. And of course, as you can see, I took the rings out, but not these one. Just want to show it for you guys. But these one, as soon as I know they're ready to go, I take the rings out and I put them away, because sometimes these they become tight and it's hard to open them. So in here, what I did, I made tomato sauce. This is, I can use it for anything I need to put tomato, and one day I will have a video to show you guys how exactly making tomato sauce. If you have a cherry tomatoes and you love to have a cherry tomato, I never waste any of them. I always put them, and of course this is not a pickle, it's with water and salt. And the same thing, this is a different kind of cherry tomato. And if you can see at the bottom, I have a little bit of tomato sauce in it to give it a little bit more acid in here. Same thing, it's a different orange cherry tomato. And I have two ways of this. One way is I put them in the salt and water, I can it, and the other way I made it like we do the beets. I pickle them, and that's in a sugar water, different ways, that's syrup. And also sometimes you have if you have your own garden and you have so many green tomatoes and you're wondering what to do with it after making chutney, I made them pickles. So they have garlic and they have pepper, and one time on the table when you make a delicious food, you can take it out, it's very tasty. The other way that you can do is, this is the whole tomatoes, and some people, they don't like to put tomato sauce in their food. So what I did, sorry for that, I made whole tomatoes, so you can open it and you put them in your food. The other way that you can make or preserve your tomato is you can make a salsa from it. I made salsa. The color is very light because I add all my cherry tomatoes. Doesn't matter the color, the flavor is so good. And of course, this is all from my garden. I made it yummy salsa. I don't need to buy the whole, as you can see in that corner. I have lots of salsa that I can use it for till next year. Another thing I made, I think, is, let me see, where is it? I made a tomato, of course I made the pasta sauce. It's hiding somewhere, if I can find it, but it's not here. So you can make a pasta sauce also from it. And the other way is you can make it dry. So you can have a dry tomato, and what you can do is if you have a dehydrator, just dry your tomatoes, and then you can powder them. If you don't want to powder, that's okay, keep it like that and put them in a olive oil. And the other way is you can do the whole bags. You can keep them in the freezer, and anytime you want to use it, just take it out. Thank you for watching.